Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, we are making a really exciting video in my opinion. We got the time where Panini Prizm football, one of the hottest sets of the year, is on the verge of releasing. I'm going to be breaking down some important information about the set and what I believe you guys should be looking out for. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. All right, guys, so the time of the year is here. We have some upcoming releases for 2024 football. Of course, leading the pack will be Prizm football. And of course, you got National Treasures, you got Flawless, you got a lot of other sets. Flawless is just coming out right now as I'm recording this video. But as you guys can see, we got some upcoming sets that are releasing, and I'm going to be breaking down an estimated, release date for Panini Prizm football. So as you guys can see, we got Prizm draft picks that is released on November 15th of 2024. We got a lot of important players in this draft class, such as Jaden Daniels, you got J.J. McCarthy, you got Drake May, you got Bo Nix, you got some impressive wide receivers, such as Brian Thomas, you got Malik Neighbors, and a lot of people are looking out for a lot of these cards. We got some other important releases coming up. Just before we get into Prizm, we got Absolute with Kabooms that are coming out in December. You got a couple other college cards that will come out then, and then of course you've got the main two, I would say, which are still Donruss Optic and Panini Prizm. So if we look at last year, 2023, it released right after the new year. 2024. So this was 2023 Prizm. It released right after the new year this year. So what we can expect is probably first or second week of January 2025, we could expect 2024 Prizm football to release. I think it's going to be really interesting to see, which players have those deals. And of course, last year we had the whole thing about the autographs where CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson had some, but CJ Stroud and some other top players did not have autographs in the set. I think this could be something to really look for with this current set. Of course, you've got guys like Jaden Daniels in the set that I think will be really leading the set. I will make a future video on which players I think are the better investments, when it does come out. But I definitely believe that there will be another time where prices start out up here and then they come down. And then you could see some good buying opportunities after the prices come down. If you look at some of these other sets that are releasing, we're going to see a lot of different parallels. I think that's going to be another thing that I'm personally a little bit nervous about to see, is how many parallels we see for Prizm football. We know Prizm basketball this year had 63 different parallels. We were spread pretty thin as investors. Of course, you've got some indications of that slowing down a little bit, but we're going to have to see what happens when the actual Prizm Pro unis come out. And see what happens. There could be other cool cards. Last year we had the Tank Dell CJ Stroud dual color blast. This was a card that people loved. I think this is a card that we could potentially see being remade if there are two rookies that they decide to make a dual card of. Obviously, maybe it's two quarterbacks, maybe it's two teammates, like it was with Dell and Stroud. But that's another cool concept. There's going to be a lot of, I think, cool concept that Prizm's going to be working out with. Of course, you had mangas last year as well. You had some other inserts such as stained glasses that we see are going to be there for the Prizm draft picks for 2024. Of course, the draft picks for 2024 is going to be 2025 actual pro uni cards, because these are players that haven't quite played yet for the most part. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I would be expecting it first couple weeks of January. We're going to see exactly what Panini decides to do with this set, but I'm personally really excited. I think this draft class is another super strong draft class. It's going to be interesting to see, kind of who are those players in that list. This year we have more relevant quarterbacks, in my opinion. Of course, you got Bo Nix, you got McCarthy, you got Jaden Daniels, you got Caleb Williams, not to forget. So you've got a lot of players kind of in that boat. Last year, the two main players that ruled the offseason were C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson. Of course, you had guys like Bryce Young as well. But oftentimes what we saw was players who got injured, such as Anthony Richardson, saw massive hype leading into the year. And I think that could be something that we see with J.J. McCarthy, because McCarthy obviously did not get to play this year. He was injured. So there is the question mark and the hype that gets built up because we haven't seen him play yet. As great as, of course, you're going to see Jaden Daniels. I think it's going to have a massive, kind of just like interest around his cards. I think, of course, Bo Nix has had a good year. You have Drake May. You have Caleb Williams, who, of course, has obviously got upside for the long term. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I kind of just wanted to make this video to, get you guys' juices flowing. My juices are flowing. I'm super excited. Let me know some predictions. What you guys are going to do when it comes out. Are you guys going to rip it? Are you guys going to look for opportunities to buy into some cards? I think this year we could see a lot of interest around, the rookie wide receivers. I think the wide receivers this year are super, super impressive. You got a good fan base around Malik Neighbors. We saw last year Puka Nacua, his cards were super, super sought after throughout the offseason. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going to be really interesting. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe. We are on our way to 60,000 subscribers, so I appreciate all the support. So if you guys enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out.